I like to think that we all move through life in these houses that we build. These houses where our past refracts against our future, where we store our memories and nurture our dreams. These houses that contain the people we know and love, the places we exist in, the things that we do. The houses are initially empty, but we decorate them, fill them with furniture and things, and soon they resemble a home. We each have our own house. My brother Patrick, his house is different to mine. There are also these shared houses, these spaces we exist in together. There's you, there's me, and then there's us.
And Patrick, what's your favourite thing at school? And Calum, have you got a Ronaldo trick to show?
I have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is a muscle wasting disease that progressively gets worse as I get older.
So you've got to come over this way, Patrick, and show us a demonstration. Okay, would you like to talk us through, Patrick, what's happening here? No. Oh.
Having a life of everything is planned.
Yeah.
I have a schedule and my life is a schedule. Yeah. So I can't just like get up and go eat breakfast. I have someone that comes in, I have someone that helps me with most tasks now. So it's not as simple as, you know, I want to go up and get up and go to the beach. I mean, that's not.
When you're so close to someone whose life is one of repetition, your own life becomes repetitive too. The same places, the same people, the same things. With our cousins, it used to feel like we were always inventing something. Our own language, our own energy. Maybe it's just growing up, but that feeling started to fade. This house that we share began to feel cramped and small.
So yeah, I guess I remember it was last year, over a year ago now, and
Had a, you know, I only thought it was a cold, and then I was like, yeah, maybe it is the flu, but it'll be fine. And then I'm in the ambulance, don't really remember much. I guess I'm in and out of consciousness, and I think when I got settled enough, when they explained to me what they were going to do, and then that's when I rang Mum to tell her, like, you know, I was pretty scared. I thought, you know, that was it, I was going to die.
We were all thinking, what if? What if he had died? We always talked about this road trip we were going to go on together. But it was really just this fantasy that we had. Suddenly, it became something we needed to do.
I
Getting on
mean,
the highway.
it was hard to imagine that it was happening.
Yeah,
Because I think there was so much talk about us doing this.
yeah.
And then we finally like hit the road and it's like wow, this is happening. We're actually in this trip. Like, we're actually in this van, heading on this trip. Yeah, I mean, I was like, excited, I was nervous. And yeah, I didn't exactly know. I was just ready to just go and just see where it led us, where we would end up.
Beautiful little freckles like here. Like, looks so unusual.
Bread roll, chicken. Before we went to the house. Is there something like that I can put all the sausages on?
Yeah, there's bigger plates inside.
Plate maybe?
Something I'd been thinking about prior to the trip was this notion of arrival. This idea that we spend most of our lives waiting to arrive somewhere or at something. But life's not really like that. It's more like this constant state of arriving, you know? Arriving but never fully arrived.
They call me the golden boy. Just one of us will go in, brother, because we got wet feet. Ain't good.
What?
That ain't good.
What? In there. Calum's got the video cameras and they're like,
How you doing? Very good. You don't feel it kicking in? It will soon. Okay. You're doing so well, man. You're so strong. So well. Okay.
Whoa, good one, way to go! Alright, thanks mate, that's really appreciated. And yeah, let Sean know that of course I rang and we just lost the man, so. Alright, okay. Alright, bye. Sorry,
I mean, I remember you were kind of just downstairs in bed and we were all just hanging out, and it was almost like we're expecting someone to click their fingers and then we'd go back again.
Yeah.
But it didn't quite happen like that.
Yeah.
so, how does it feel?
It's gonna have to get used to it, but
So the two teams have and unable to keep possession. Fantastic save to keep it all square.
Something happened during those few days. There was this feeling that we could, you know, that it was all possible. But it slipped away. And I don't know where it went.
Emma, did you want another one?
The thing is, we spend so much time in these houses that we build. These houses anchored in space, with only a few windows. They prevent us from seeing, from really seeing what it is in front of us. These houses obscure the only thing that's real, the only truth there is, that this life that we have, all of it is simply what we do with this moment right now. That's what we had for a few days on that trip. We had the moment. It's easier to see and feel when we're forced out of these houses that we build, but it's always there. That's the great thing about the moment. It's never gone. It keeps presenting itself over and over. It can be so slippery and so hard to grab hold of, but we just have to keep trying, because that's all we have. This moment and the people we're in it with. And you just gotta stay there and really be there, because there's gonna be a day when they're not gonna be here. We have each other now. That's what matters.
I was expecting one more member, yes, Mr. Clans, of course. Yes, come in.
Why no, you didn't say anything about clans.
Mr. Clans, did you by chance get the flat white? I messaged you like an hour ago.
The flat white for you, mate.
A regular flat
Yeah, well, I didn't hear of it, so.
The mass destruction weapon of the world.
It's been years I've been waiting.
Okay.
Well, why is he waiting? I thought I was purchasing this.
Listen, I just think we arrange another time because it's obviously not working. I just...
Yes, no, thank
Don't close that book, son, there's still a deal on the table!
What to do with that, man? Absolute fool.
you. I don't even know what to do with you because I don't know who you are.
Mate, what shit? I'm Mr. Clan.
Clans.
Mr. Clan.
By the way, Clans, I got my flat white, mate. You left it on the counter at the coffee table, mate.
And what about it, son? And what about it,
Go on
son?
now.
I want you
Go on,
gone.
Clans.
Gone.
Go on now.
Gone.